Hello. Hi, the Miss Yo-Yo Show. How are you? Hello, love. Long time no see. And knocked my internet out when I was plugging in my. I had to wait for the modem to restart, but I'm here and hopefully you can hear me. Yes, you can hear me. I'm doing well. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yep, it's good to see you too. It's just nice to know that so many people, are doing well, especially in this climate that we're in right now with this virus. I just be so happy to see people. And let me start this now so I won't forget. I'm doing a unclaimed giveaway today, uh, and the people that participated in the live last Sunday are going to be entered into that giveaway. So I'm going to start. Will you say you agree? Yep. The people that participate today will be in the next giveaway. So I'm just writing your name down. And then that'll kind of like save me some time of going back to see how many people participated and get their names down. So for the giveaway that I'm gonna do today, I got 23 people that participated last Sunday with me. So that was pretty nice. And I typed out all the names on my phone and my notes and then sent it to my email so I could print it out. So I'm ready to do that and just waiting for some more people to join us. So, what have you been up to since, what is it, like March? Uh, when we had like the most major uh, shutdown of the country. Did that affect you, like job wise and with your family? Has everything been good? No, we didn't get mail today. That's another thing that's been crazy since like April or March. The mail, um, sometimes we don't get mail for like 2, maybe 3 days. Now, I did get packages from like Amazon and a package from Macy's, but like my regular mail, I did not get. And Mr. G just came in with like a fistful of mail, all of this mail. That's a lot that I have to go through. I work in Ecorse, Michigan at the school district. Okay, so you pretty much around the corner from me. I didn't realize that. We were swamped making bagged lunches for the community all during this pandemic. Yeah, excuse me, I can imagine because, like they say, a lot of children, if they don't go to school, um, then they don't eat. That sometimes that's their only meal. So I commend you and your staff for doing that. That is a lot. Did you all do the lunches every day or just like 2 or 3 times a week? How did that work? Every single day. Wow. Yep, that is a lot. So I know you all probably kept it simple, maybe like lunch meat or peanut butter and some fruit and milk or something like that. And did the school board fund the lunches? Okay, you live in Oak Park. I used to live in Oak Park too before I moved here. But when the pandemic hit, I felt lost going back and forth to work. Yep, I can imagine. For me, it was a big change as well because I haven't worked in a year due to being on disability, and I work in a hospital. I'm a therapist, so on the rehab unit, we see like my caseload would be 4 patients a day, and to listen to my girlfriends talk about how bad things were in the beginning at the hospital and that they were so scared, working, you know, in close proximity to the patient. Touched by Sophie Green. Hi, Miss Michelle. Hope all is well and you and your family are staying safe as well as everyone here. Everybody is good, Sophie. It's so good to see you. How have you been? And Yo Yo says the commute is only 20 minutes, but it felt like an hour. Wow. Yeah, because you alone for that amount of time and the mind kind of like goes into overload, just thinking about, you know, your safety, your family's safety, and things like that. The people that you work with, everybody being safe. Did you all have enough PPE? I hope that you guys, especially like serving food, didn't have to like wear the same mask for more than one day. I remember when this first started, the most when I got my very first box of masks, because they were, in high demand. I actually got my mask from a lady that sells eyeshadow palettes, because cosmeticians, sometimes they'll mask up depending on what they're doing or if they're doing nails or something like that from the chemicals. That box of masks was $65, 50 masks. And I'm like, this is highway robbery. But with everything being in high demand, and since then, I've been able to find a mask on Amazon, 50 masks, uh, same quality, and I think I paid like $12 for those. And then I think I got a third box. I'm a nurse at church, so I got some extra masks for church, and they probably were about $15 or $16 for 50. Um, that amount and the ones I got from Amazon, that's okay. But the ones from the lady that sells the eyeshadow palettes, that was high. That was like a little bit over $1 for each mask. Sophie says, "Oh, I am glad to know everyone is doing well. I'm doing well too, giving God thanks." I know that's right, Sophie. Now, Sophie, remind me again, where exactly, what country are you in? And has your country been able to manage this pandemic, this virus, and get the numbers and stuff down? Like right now, our numbers are going up. And today in church, they had announced actually last week, because we have like a really small church in terms of like uh, the people, that come, the parishioners that come in. We have a small amount, so we can like distance people. I take the temperatures as people come up to the door. We have uh, hand sanitizer at the front. We have hand sanitizer every so many pews, and then some of the pews uh, we roped off so that one person can sit on this end, one person can sit on this one. Then you skip a couple of pews and then start all over again to keep things safe. And he wanted to start back up Bible study on Wednesdays, but he said the last few Wednesdays nobody, has really been coming. And so he decided today that we would just stop with the Bible study and start it. Um, oh, you're in the US. Okay, but I'm originally from Jamaica. The virus is going pretty bad in Jamaica. Here is not too bad in New Hampshire. Okay. All right then. I don't know why I thought that you were like in London or something like that. Maybe I'm thinking about somebody else. Okay. All right then. So you close to me. Okay. I thought you were overseas, girl. So that's nice to know. I know somebody that lives in New Hampshire. So when this is all over, if I want to take a vacation, I can come and visit you. And that's sad that things are bad in Jamaica. I have a few friends or coworkers, I should say, that are originally from Jamaica. Um, and I'm glad that they brought their mom from Jamaica. They brought her here because she's in her 90s now. And her sister, I want to say, lives in Florida. So her mom stays with her sister. And then my coworker, she lives in Canada. But when her mom was in Jamaica, she would travel to Jamaica, take the kids and everything. And uh, just so nice, the atmosphere in Jamaica. There's another channel here, uh, Beautiful Natural Makeup 60. She is from Jamaica, and she had been to Jamaica recently and stayed for a while because she lost her mom. So she stayed there a long time with her dad, and just to give him some support or whatever. And Jamaica is a place my parents they had gone before, and they talked about how beautiful it was, but of course they stayed, at a hotel, and everything was all inclusive because certain parts of Jamaica, um, I've heard that you shouldn't try to go to by yourself. You should have somebody with you, especially out here like in Kingston. Oh, okay, that's nice. Yeah, yeah. Um, but I've never had the opportunity to go to Jamaica. So maybe one day, like I said, once this plague has left us, because that's exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. And let me write your name down too, Sophie. I just want to keep track of who's coming in for, future giveaways. This back in as a marker. So I'm gonna wait one more minute, and then I'm gonna start what I'm here for. And if people come in, then they can just join in, and then everybody else can like catch it, as they can watch the replay. Today, I'm going to be talking about primers. I've had several questions about primers, and I know Sophie, she knows makeup very well. Very well. She probably can teach or, participate with this to like let people know. I know there's a couple of channels that I wish that were here now because they really want to know about like primers. But Sophie does some absolutely gorgeous looks, absolutely gorgeous, and hair. She's a all around beauty queen. That's how I see it. Rusel's daughter, hey, welcome to the stream. How are you today? And I'm just writing your name down. You were here last week, so I'm going to be doing a giveaway a little bit later, but this is just for future giveaways. And I just want to have everybody's name that actually participated in the stream. So, how are you today, Rusel's daughter? And when I wrote your name down today for the giveaway, I was thinking to myself, okay, it says Rusel's daughter. So I'm like, well, her mom must be named Rusel. And I say, now that leaves me with a question. What is her name? Or do you just prefer, to be addressed or called Rusel's daughter? So I said I was going to ask you that. Yes, I was trying to figure out how you came up with your channel name. Sophie says, yeah, maybe one day. I wouldn't travel to Jamaica now or anywhere for that matter. We got to stay safe. Exactly. Exactly. And I just, I really feel that it didn't have to be like this. Like if we had like a national mandate, like early on. I think some people, well, everybody is kind of tired of wearing the mask and things like that. And other people don't want to wear the mask for political reasons. But this virus doesn't distinguish between either. And I just feel like if it had been a national mandate, when you go out, let it be an essential travel or an essential activity that you're doing, but just shut everything down for like 30 days. If they had did that in March and just stayed, closed the whole country down except for grocery stores and the doctor for 30 days, and then like at the end of April, start transitioning to reopen a little bit at a time, and do more testing, do the contact tracing, like if people did get it, so they could find out where it came from, so those people could be quarantined. I just think that by now, it's almost November, that we would be in a better situation. I think it's just horrible how this administration has handled this. And people are suffering uh, because of loss of family, loss of jobs, their income, and losing homes and their housing if they were renting. And it just breaks my heart. Certain stories I see, like one bothered me so bad. I wrote a couple of people at CNN to see if they could get in contact with the person that they had interviewed because I wanted to send her some money for some groceries. Hey, Red, you are the one. I was like, where is Red at? I was thinking in my mind, I said, I know some people want to know about uh, primers, and here you are. Hello to you, dear. Rousseau says, I'm good. You look very pretty with the orange makeup. Oh, thank you. Yes, it's my mom's name. My name is Sharon. Hmm. Jatan, Jatan. That's pretty, Shatan. Okay, all right. Okay, well, if I was right, in red, let me write you down. You were here last week as well, so you're going to be in today's drawing. I don't have Breezy with me today. Um, she's with her other grandparents this weekend. I know I just didn't see a fly come flying around. Yep, that is a fly. I hate flies. Oh, that I was late too, girl. Sorry, I'm like I tore my meniscus and in my knee. I needed a little nap. Oh my God, that is very painful. How did you do that? Did you fall? You had to fall or twist it some kind of way really bad. You're going to have some physical therapy. Do you have to have surgery on it? Because a lot of people have to get surgery first to repair the meniscus and then have therapy. Because I've worked with several patients that have had that issue. Yep. Even one of my coworkers, she tore her meniscus one weekend or either when she was on vacation. So we were down a therapist for a while until she healed. And I remember her having the scar on her knee after she had surgery. She tore hers really bad. So I'm praying that you be okay. I have an orthopedic appointment on Tuesday. Okay. Yep, I know the drill. Did you start an hour late? No, I was like maybe 8 minutes late after I plugged in my computer. And when I plugged it in to make sure that I had power to my microphone and everything, I uh, messed up the internet connection. So I had to wait for the modem to restart because I always try to make sure that I go live at 5 minutes to 3 so I can run my banner saying that Sunday Skin will begin in 5 minutes. In fact, let me take that banner down. We don't need that anymore. So I'm going to hide that. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my comments. Yep, I was like 8 minutes late. And then once I sat down, I had like catch my breath because I cooked dinner before church. And so the only thing that was left was to make some cornbread when I got home. So I cooked some greens out of my yard and a roast and some candied yams. So that's dinner for today. But I wanted to get it out the way before church and not have to worry about it. And excuse me for one moment, I have to ask Mr. G a question. I'm just going to mute my Okay, I apologize. I wanted to make sure that my cornbread was covered up since it's a fly in here. If I wasn't live, I would have fly swatter in my hand. Okay, Red December says the big dog ran into me because he was playing. Oh, that is confidential. Okay. Then Red says, hi, everyone. Oh, goodness. I could tell he had a lot of energy just by looking at him. I had a patient, she was like in her late 80s, and she was like a healthy person, but she was like small. She was a small lady, and her dog, she had a bigger dog. I forget the name or type of dog, I should say, but it was a bigger dog. And the dog was happy to see her one day when she had been gone for a while, and he ran and he pushed her down. And when she fell, she broke her hip. So she was on the rehab unit and under my care for not long, maybe 10 days. I think she did very well, um, learning how to get up and down. Miss Black D, hey baby, how are you? Hey, hey, age graceful and everyone, welcome to the stream. You let me write your name down. You were here last week too. And I'm just writing everybody's name down as they come in if I'm not busy, just so I can have it for future giveaway. But I just want to make sure. What's today? 10/18. What's that music? Oh, it's gone now. Red December says, hi, Miss Black D. And I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Am I lagging? Because it seems like I'm lagging a bit. Red says, did you and Mr. G have a nice sweetest day? We did. We did. I just thank goodness that I'm able to have a live stream. Okay, so I had a free room at the casino, and I did a video while I was down there, and the video is already posted. I did a makeup look for Sweetest Day, but we actually went on a Thursday because the casino will not give you a room on like Friday or Saturday nights. They will only give you a room Sunday through Thursday. So, um, Red says, I don't notice the lag. Okay, good, great. Um, so we went Thursday and we just had one night. And a lot of times, what they'll do is I'll have a room and then they give me a bonus room. And so I'll call back and I'll add the bonus room so then I can stay 2 nights. Because going for one night, by the time you get down there and get set up and then you play a little bit, you don't really get to enjoy the room that much. It's just more like for, like quick pit stop so you can rest if you stay on the gaming floor like I do. And so that's what we did on Thursday to celebrate Sweetest Day and also to kind of like celebrate our anniversary, which is in September, that we didn't get a chance to do because we were supposed to get married in September. So we didn't plan for like anniversary celebration since we were supposed to get married. So we came home Friday, and I had stayed up all night because once we got down there, I set up to do my makeup. And when you record, especially makeup, it takes a while. Yo-Yo says, hello, a red December, Miss Black D. Hello, loves. December says, you won some money in their giveaway. No, I did not. Oh, wait a minute. I take that back. Everybody wins something. So you know what that means. Uh, $5, because it's anything from beginning at $5 up to 1,000. I've never won anything over $5 when they have that. So I won a little bit, and then it got taken back. So I rested. That was before I did the makeup. I won immediately, right? And then when I went back down, it ended up taking it back. Because I had said I won $200 when I was doing my makeup. So when I went back down, they ended up taking it back. But before I left, I got part of my money back. Okay, because I'm like, no, you're not taking my money. So we came home Friday. After we got home, Mr. G says, oh my goodness, I left my garment bag. So he had left a pair of his good shoes and a pair of slacks. So I called, and the guy was so nice. He said, okay, I'm gonna run up to the room and see if it's there. He said, I'll call you back. So he went and found the garment bag because the shoes were inside with the slacks at the bottom. So he was like, when you going to come and get it? And so we decided that he would go back Saturday morning to pick it up. So yesterday morning, he said, okay, I'm going to go get my garment bag. So I'm like, with my phone, because I also got a wig in that I'm reviewing for Amazon. It's not a wig, it's bundles. It's bundles. So I had recorded that, and I was getting ready to set it up so I could edit it, but I had a flash from over city across my screen, and it said, you have $60. And he came back in. He said, it's real cold outside. I guess he wanted to get a coat or something. So I'm like, guess what? I say, I think I'm going to go with you because they gave me another $60. I'm not going to let $60 go to waste. So I got dressed and went with them. Soon as I got in, I asked for the $60, and you have to put some money in when you get your free play. So I put a $5 bill in, and immediately I won $266 off a nickel machine. So I pulled it out, and then I went to another machine. I was going to keep the ticket and cash it out when I leave, because they definitely wasn't going to get back that $266. So it was another machine I had seen when we spent the night. So I went over there to play that. As soon as I got up to that machine, I won some money. I forget how much it was. And then I say, wait a minute, where's my telephone? And I looked in I felt in my coat pocket. It wasn't in my coat pocket. I looked in my purse. I didn't see the phone in my purse. And I freaked because it's an iPhone. And I'm like, oh Lord, where's my phone? I said, I'm gonna have to take these winnings and buy a new phone. That's all I could think. I'm gonna have to buy a new phone. So I ran outside to the car. Well, I ain't run. I walked really quickly outside to the car and looked on the floor and everything to see if I could find the phone in between the seats. It wasn't there. So I went through my phone, my purse one more time, and it was way down in there, standing up on the side, and it just kind of blended in with the line of the purse. So I'm like, okay, cool. I got my phone. So I go back in to the casino, and we parked where you have to go in and take an escalator up to the floor that the casino spot machines are on. So I'm going to the escalator to get on. I stepped on the escalator, and all of a sudden, I looked down and I'm like, oh God, my feet are not on here right. 'Cause I had my cane in my hand. Red says, that's a blessing. You got your phone. Yes, it's a blessing. I was like, thank God I got my phone. My feet, I'm like, why I can't catch these stairs? I can't catch the stairs. And I'm like running, trying to catch the stairs. I got the cane, got my purse, and I'm like, what's wrong? Why can't I get these stairs? I'm like, I'm gonna fall on my face. I'm gonna fall on this escalator. I'm trying to get it. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, I'm on the wrong one. I'm on the going down. So I'm like, turned around to see how far I was because he wasn't there to help me. So I'm like, it's because the people coming down, they didn't even say, lady, you on the wrong one. But when I turned around, I'm thinking I'm halfway up and I got to work my way down with a bad leg and a cane. I was on the bottom step. And I guess by me being tired and worried about my phone, and I'm thinking in my head, something wrong. Why can't I catch these stairs? I'm gonna fall. It probably was a good like maybe 30, 40 seconds, but it seemed longer. I was so out of breath. I got off and I went and I just leaned against the wall and rested. And I was like, my heart was beating fast. I was so scared, so scared. I'm like, thank God I didn't fall because I'm already messed up, my back and my knee. And if I had a fail, it would have just been like so much worse. So I got myself together and I got on the right escalator and I went up. D says, wow, that's scary. I hate riding those. They should have an elevator down there. Red says, girl, you have a story partying all night. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm like, and I hadn't had anything to drink. I didn't even drink anything when we were down there. When we got back, I did have one glass of Kahlua and half. I really liked that. Just so I could, kind of like calm down and rest and go to sleep. And I hadn't had enough sleep when he got ready to get up and go down there and get the clothes. I was still very tired. I had just taken my medicine, my nerve pain medicine. Mr. G needs to watch you better. You know what? Well, he was off, in the casino, playing because we separate when we get ready to play. He go find his machine, I go find my machines. But I left out. He didn't even know I left out. I couldn't call him because I didn't have my phone. And when I came back in and I got myself together, what no sense in calling him then. And he found me because he knows the machines that I like to play. But I had to laugh at myself because I know that I probably look like a fool trying to fight to stand up, but I'm on the bottom step, but the steps are coming towards me and I'm still trying to get on. I'm like, why am I missing a step? Why can't I get it? Not realizing you on the coming down side, you not on the going up side. So when that was over with, I was very sore and tired. My knee and my back, my low back part that I have a problem with, that I had to get the injections and stuff. And thank goodness I had my cane with me. I always take my cane when I go into like casino because that's a lot of walking to get around to the machines. And I just take it, for support because I have like a limp most of the time when I walk because of the pain. Even though I'll take the medicine, but this pain I'm gonna have like for the rest of my life. So it's like I just done got used to it. But I just had to laugh at myself. I said, I bet you the people in the security room monitoring the cameras probably say, what's wrong with this lady? Red says, oh, poor thing. They probably said, "What is wrong with this lady? Why is she on the bottom step like dancing around?" I know it probably had to look like I was dancing around because my legs, my feet was moving, trying not to fall because like I'm like, if I fall, it's gonna be uh, a wrap for me for a while. I wouldn't be able to do anything. But after that, the day was good. What did I do? I came home and fried us some chicken, and I didn't eat because I wanted to prep all my food for my Sunday dinner. So I ended up doing that, and I made me another drink just to like calm down. So I say when I do go to sleep, I'll, sleep for a longer period of time because ever since my dad passed, my whole sleep thing is off. My body is still on the schedule of taking care of him. So it's like I nap during the day and then at night I'm up like either watching TV on the computer or something like that. I'll drift off for a little while, but my whole schedule is off. It's kind of like you have a baby and their schedules are off. You have to retrain them that they need to sleep at night. D says, "What's your Sunday dinner menu?" I had Mr. G pick some greens out the garden. So I washed those and cut those up and got those going. Everything is done though. So I did greens, cornbread, roast with gravy, and candied yams. And I always like white rice too because of the gravy. So I already got some rice done. So I'm just going to heat the rice up. Red says, "I like the orange eyeshadow makeup tutorial." Oh, thank you. That one was fun. Since Sweetest Day is in the fall and, orange is one of the colors from fall. So I said I would do that, because for Valentine's Day, people do a lot of, red, pink, white, those type of combinations. So I said I'll do orange for Sweetest Day. And I don't know how many states celebrate Sweetest Day, and I kind of explained in that video what Sweetest Day was about, um, because it's the Sanders Candy um, Company being here in Detroit, Michigan. Well, actually, I think Highland Park they were actually in on Davidson. They had a big factory on Davidson right before you get to, is it Highland and Sears Avenue in Highland Park? And they couldn't sell their products one year. They had too much stock. So they decided, gonna have Sweetest Day. And I should have found out what year that happened in. So every year now you have Sweetest Day, and so in Detroit you have people out on the streets selling baskets and things like they do for Easter and Mother's Day, and they'll have an assortment of goodies in those baskets, so guys can get their girls, their wives, mothers, whoever it is, something for Sweetest Day. He says, "I think the holiday is celebrated in the Midwest." A lot of more people in the Midwest picked it up. Yep, I'm just not sure which states, so that's why I kind of wanted to explain it because they don't celebrate it everywhere. Um, I want to say, like in the South, they don't know about Sweetest Day. I remember my kid's dad when we were together because he was from Nashville, and so I had to teach him what Sweetest Day was. Like, where's my Sweetest Day gift? He was like, Sweetest Day? What's Sweetest Day? And now it's to the point like some of the guys will say, well, no, Valentine's Day is for the ladies, and then Sweetest Day is for the men. You know, the ladies have to buy the men something. They've tried to like flip it, but no. But actually, it could be either one. You know, for Valentine's Day or for Sweetest Day. Red says, I know there was Sweetest Day in the early 90s because my boyfriend's mother from Chicago gave my boyfriend and I a gift back then. Yep. Okay. D says, yep. Yep. They try to twist it around. Okay. So now it's 4 o'clock. I've been live for an hour. So let's get into what this live is about. It's about primers. So first, I'm going to start with a few primers that I have here in this bag. It's not all primers though. I keep some of my primers with foundations, and I just got like a lot of foundations in here, and probably some of them I need to throw out. They're probably, too old because they're not in my big case that I have. So I just pulled a few that I wanted to talk about. So, you know what? I'm gonna leave them here. I don't want to mess up. Let's start with this one, but it's in this box. This one here is by Touch and Soul. Okay, this is the packaging that is newer, and this is what the new tube looks like. This is called No Pore Blunt. Okay. The reason it's named No Pore Blunt is because this type of primer is specifically made like if you have larger pores in your skin. This particular primer, well, actually, let me start over. This particular primer is a primer water. So it kind of moisturizes the face as well. Okay. And you could use it either as a moisturizer alone, or you can use it to moisturize your face and then put on a cream primer if you're going to put on foundation. Or you can use this alone. It's up to you, but it will help to like fill in your pores and make the surface of your skin much more smoother. This is the older packaging or tube that is in. This is a clear tube. And so I'm just going to turn it this way so you can see that it has a top on it and a little like nipple area. And then you just would put it on the back of your hand. Let me get this where you can see it. And that's what it looks like. It looks like water. You can barely see it. Yeah, there we go. See how it's running down? So that's the primer water. A lot of the primer waters, like you just take it and you rub it in and it moisturizes the skin. Okay. And as far as I'm concerned, like if you're doing makeup, that I would put this on first if your skin is dry, and then use a cream type. And this is by Touch and Soul as well. This one is called Glassy. And I really like this one if you are using a matte type of foundation. If you use this Glassy, then that's going to help make the foundation look a lot more dewy. And this one is made by the same company. And this one as well fills in the pores in your skin, but it's a cream. And you put it on your skin and you allow it to absorb into the skin and kind of get dry before you add your foundation. But you see how moisturized the back of my hand looks? That's what your face would look like too with this type of primer. Okay. So that's a moisturizing type and a type to make your skin look more dewy. The next one I have, wait, there's one more thing about this one. It has in it Calendula officialis flower extract. It's hard to pronounce. But what it is, the extract comes from the marigold plant. And I didn't realize that. I'm going to attempt to share my screen to see. Wait, let me see. Let me go back here. Share the screen. Share screen. And then I'm going to ask you guys if you can see this or not. I want to get a tab. This one here. Okay, share. Okay, can you guys see that definition of that marigold extract? Or is it grainy? Let's see. Mr. G says hi. Let me go back up and see if I missed any before I go down. Red December says hi, Mr. G. Red says I've never seen a clear primer before. Yep, that's a primer water. You have primer waters that you could put on right after you cleanse your skin. Then that would be the last step. And then you would go into your cream primer, um, which you put on right before you put on your foundation. Red also says, I do have dry flakes on my skin that the water primer would be good for. Red says hi to A in the chat. Hey, Rachika, how are you, hon? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Red says, welcome, Rachika. Red says, yes. Okay, so you can see the screen. Great. Okay, great. So I was surprised that it came from the marigold plant. And I'm the type of person, I don't like to talk about a product or anything and tell you something that's in it and I don't know what it is. So I had researched earlier and I just left it up um, in the back on one of my tabs so you guys could see the definition of that. Okay. So the next one, this one came out by Milani. Let me stop my screen share so you guys can see this. I don't know why I'm so grainy. Probably the lighting. That happened before. I'm gonna take it out the box. Maybe it's a dark green box and a dark green tube. Oh, that's grainy. That is real grainy. Okay, I'm gonna describe it to you. It's a dark green tube and it's by Milani. And this one came out earlier this year. It's entitled The Green Goddess. That's why it's in a green box and a green tube. And they had came out with a whole skincare line that had the cannabis sativa seed oil in it. So this was the primer that they had. I purchased this earlier this year. I got the lip balm, and I also got a facial oil that's really nice. And I like to put that on my elbow sometimes too, oils like that. I use my elbows a lot because of the strength in my leg is diminished, and I use my elbows to push myself around in the bed. Let's see. Red says, yes. Seasoned Diva number one. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the stream. She says, hello there. Welcome. Let me write your name down. I'm just writing names down. You and Rachika, people that come into the stream for like a future giveaway. So let me do that right quick. Seasoned Diva, do you have a channel? Red says hello to Seasoned Diva. Okay, I got the names now. Okay, so it has the sativa seed oil in it. And the sativa seed oil kind of helps you to help to calm the skin. Like, say, for instance, if you have acne breakout or something like that. So I'm going to share my screen again. And I pulled up some information about that. So let me grab the tab I want to show. Here it is here. And share. So you see all these products up at the top that have sativa seed oil or hemp. And the first one, cannabis sativa seed oil, benefits for the skin. And it just says that it's a herbaceous oil known for its calming and soothing properties, and it's cold pressed from hemp seeds. It calms the skin, and it's used in facial oils. So in this case, it's used in a facial oil, and it's also used in the primer, this primer. Something else about this particular primer is also a mask. Now, I've never used it for a mask. I've used it as a primer when I did makeup, but never a mask. You can sleep in it, sleep in mask and primer. And the line again is The Green Goddess by Milani. Then the last one for your face that I pulled up, Cover FX. This one, the first one that I have open here and I've used, is a blurring primer by Cover FX. Now, I used this before, but I want to say that it oxidized. So be careful how much you use of this particular primer up under your foundation, because for some reason it oxidized. And when it oxidizes, you get like a grayness to your skin tone, and your makeup color does not look right. So that was one thing I noticed about this particular one by Cover FX, the blurring primer. And this one immediately goes into the pores and makes them super smooth if you have a lot of pores in your skin. This is a newer one that I have. This one is a moisturizing primer uh, kind of like the No Problem water primer. And this one is called Water Cloud Primer by Cover FX. So this one is a moisturizer and primer. So when you shop for primers, you should read the description of the benefits or what their claim is um, for each product, because everybody's skin is different. You might need more moisture, or you might need something that's a little bit stronger so that it does cover your pores if you have big pores. If not, you could just use the primer water and a regular primer cream for your face, like the first ones that I showed you. So you always kind of like read the description of your facial primers. Okay. Let me look at the comments here. For those just joining us, Michelle is talking about face primers. Thank you, Red. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about eyeshadow primers. I guess everybody says primers, primers, primers. Okay, so I'm going to start with like a basic primer, and you prime your eyes before you put on eyeshadow so that the eyeshadow stays in place and doesn't move. Because sometimes, say for instance, if you're at work, over the course of those 8 hours, the skin is going to start to produce oil. And you know, your pores are going to start to produce oil, and then you'll get lines in your eyeshadow, and it begins to be like a greasy or oily effect. Your eyeshadow just doesn't look the same way as it did when you first put it on. So that's why you want to prime your eyes. This one here is like a basic, and it's not very expensive. This is by LA Pro Girl. This one here is a concealer, but it can also be used as a primer or a base, I should say, for your eyeshadow to sit on. This one is like close to my skin tone, and I'll use this type to kind of clean up my eyebrow area. And sometimes I will put it on my eyelid before I put on an eyeshadow, especially if I'm going to use like more uh, natural looking eyeshadows. And I'll give you an example in this Morphe palette. So these are all very warm shades. So if you match, you know, a concealer with these shades, it'll work out really well uh, to cover. Well, the eyeshadow will work really well to cover this type of concealer or primer up. You can use it as a primer with these types of colors. Okay. Then you have eyeshadow primers that have moisture in them. Okay. This one here is by Benefit, and it's called Professionals, because sometimes people also have, you know, maybe a few large pores around their eyes. So this is a good one for that. All right. Then you have eyeshadow primers like this Acid Rain. It's a blank canvas by P. Louise. This one is very expensive, and a lot of makeup artists use this one, especially if they're going to be using the bright, bold colors. This particular eyeshadow primer. It doesn't take a lot. I'm going to show you on the back of my hand what this one would look like. And it comes almost like in a tube, just like paint. Like if you're going to paint pictures. I remember having tubes like this in college because I had to take art courses for my degree, and the tubes would look just like this with the paint in them. And it doesn't take a lot. You could put it on the back of your hand and then dip your brush in it. So I'm just going to put a little here. Okay, that's more than enough. This little bit here is more than enough to cover both of my eyes. And then I would, like I say, put it on with a brush, and then I would take a flat brush, uh, a small flat brush, and I would make sure that I tap it onto my entire eyelid and right up under your eyebrow, anywhere you're going to put eyeshadow at. And you're going to tap this one in until it's dry. Do not try to put any eyeshadow on while this is wet, any of the eyeshadow primers. You have to make sure that they're dry before you put on any shades. If you don't, then the shadow is going to just slide around and it's going to be a mess on your skin if you don't let this dry down. It takes a while to dry down. And like I say, this is a lot. But I would only need this much, probably less for both eyes. But you can see the little mistake I have here, how much coverage that is. That's a lot of coverage. But you want coverage like this if you're going to use eyeshadow palettes like this Jamrock. See these shades, how bright they are? And some of them, the greens for some reason are not showing. I need some more light in here for the greens to show up. But the ones that are showing up, they're really bold and intense. These shades are super pigmented. So if you want these shades as they look in this palette to come out the same way on your eyes or on your skin, then you have to have a primer, eyeshadow primer like this. If not, they're not going to come. They're going to be like more muted, which is fine if that's the look you're going for. But if you want these shades to come out exactly like they are in the palette, then you have to have a primer that is this light. And that's why they call it blank canvas, um, because you're doing artwork. Let me get my hand this way so you can see. That is really, really light. And then side by side, I'm going to do this and put on a little bit of the LA Pro Girl. And you can see what I'm talking about because this one is closer to my skin shade. So then when I would tap this down and it dries over, then you could use like your more neutral shades on top of this. The bright shades would not look as good on top of the LA Pro Girl if you use that for a primer. Does that make sense? Let's see some comments here, but this is in the way. What's going on with my comments? Hold on 1 second, guys. It says I have new comments here, but when I'm hitting this arrow is not coming up. So something's going on. Hmm. Okay, let me close the comments box and then reopen it. Am I frozen? Let me see if I can do this. Okay, I can do that. Let me see if I can do this one. And it says I have more comments, but I can't get to them. What is going on? Okay, guys, give me a minute. I really like StreamYard. This has never happened before where I can't get to my comments. Let me go to banners. Okay, I got to banners. Let me see if I can show this. I'm just trying to work with each feature here to see if I can get it to work. Okay, that worked. Okay, there we go. All right. So, what does Mr. G say when he sees you all dolled up? Oh, he'll say, "Did you send me a picture?" And I usually, because I'll take several pictures of myself after I get finished with my look because I have to do a thumbnail. So I'll take several pictures and then I'll take, a couple of the best ones and I'll send it to them. And then I put some of them on my Facebook and I put some of them on my Bigo account. Uh, but I've only had the Bigo account for now, what is it now? A little bit over a week because I was telling you guys about it last week. I finally found some regular channels or pages um, that weren't doing the virtual lap dances and all that kind of stuff, but it is still a lot of freaky stuff on that app. But I did find some regular folks a couple of days ago that are trying to actually do some things. So I think I'm going to stick Bigo out for now and just continue to learn how to work the app. Okay, next comment. Red says, "This is very informative. Thank you." Oh, you're welcome. Next comment. Does Mr. G notice when you're all dolled up? What does he say? He's like, "You look pretty. I hope you don't think you're going anywhere." Things like that, he'll say, but it's just mostly like in joking and things like that. But he appreciates uh, when I put on a good face. I should say that. Like right now, I have on a very tired face uh, because all of this Sweetest Day celebration, and then my fight with the escalator that took a lot out of me, a whole lot, and then cooking this dinner because I don't have a sink. right now. And I'm gonna call Home Depot. And I don't think I want to wait till the last two cabinets come back because it's just a bookshelf and a wine rack. Everything else is back. My countertop is ready. I think I'm just going to ask how much extra would it be for them to come back out and install those last two cabinets, or either get my son to install them. Since all of my stuff is ready, because I paid for my kitchen in June. It was like the end of June, and it's almost November. But like couple of the cabinets were damaged, so they remade them. But it seems like it's taking forever for two cabinets. I mean, it's just a box for cookbooks, and then a box to put wine bottles in. How long does it take to make that? And so they wanted to wait until everything came back, and then just come and spend a day and a half, finishing up my kitchen. Like I got all my cabinets in, but the countertop is not down. But they're gonna have to pull a couple of them out and replace them with the new ones that came in. So that's a mess. And then in my bathroom, um, tomorrow I'm getting the tub pulled out and put in a walk-in shower because it's hard for me to step in and out of the tub. So it's been busy around here and I'm tired. Let's see. Next comment. Mr. G appreciates you looking your best. He does. He does. And I like it too, and I like to look back at the pictures I take. And with this iPhone, I can set it up to like if I do like a long press on the button, it'll take like three pictures at a time, so I can like quickly, like change the position of my head, for different looks. Like I might look better this way than this way. And I think I tend to, which way do I take my pictures? Maybe like this. Sometimes I'll do like this. But in my mind, I think that my pictures look better if I have my head a certain way. So I don't know. I just want to try to get the best thumbnail pictures I can. And I really need to work on thumbnail art to make your thumbnails really pop when you put your videos out. So I'm gonna, try to learn how to do a little bit more with my thumbnails. But I've always liked makeup. Um, I remember the very first full makeup look I did is when I turned 18, and I think it was the Ebony magazine, and there was a cover girl uh, ad in the magazine. A black girl. She might have been maybe 20, if that old, or she might have been my age. Because sometimes, for some reason, models look older. Like who's the Kardashian that models? Is it Kylie? She looks older than what she is, and she took a beautiful picture with Beyonce and Nicki Minaj and J Lo. It was one other person. They all had on gold. That portrait was absolutely gorgeous. Uh, so I just like, to take as many pictures as I can and get the best two or three to do the thumbnails. And then I try to advertise also on Facebook and now on Bigo for my channel. Oh, and Instagram. I put pictures up on Instagram too. Red says, will you be doing a special look for your birthday in December? Probably. Um, because if I remember right, I don't think I did one for my birthday last December. That was just too close to when my dad passed. And It's like everything is a blur. Like right now, I can't even remember what I did for my birthday. I think I had a room at the casino. Yeah. Yep, I think I had a room at the casino, and I can't remember if I did a look or not, or if I called it my birthday look. Oh, wait a minute, maybe I did. I think I did something with blue eyeshadow, I think, and a new wig. I think I did do something for my birthday. I'm gonna have to look back at my videos, but I'm gonna definitely do something. I just don't think I did like a colorful wig. Like in previous birthday videos, I did like a colorful wig. Like one year I did like turquoise, green, or blue bob, and that was real pretty. Then one year I did the pink wig around my birthday. Yep, so I'll be doing that. And then there's some looks coming up within my Beauty Over 40 group. And uh, we're doing the Beauty and the Beast again. Beauty or and the Beast. However you want to do it, we'll be posting that video. Let's see, let me look back at my messages. I can't remember if it's the 27th or the 29th. Let's see. Mm. The 27th, we'll be dropping Beauty and the Beast. And then she said if we wanted to, we could do the breast cancer awareness, which I do want to do um, only on the strength of my mother who had cancer, my aunt who had cancer, and my great aunt who had cancer. So three women in my life had cancer. Oh, no, take that back. Four, my mother in law, my husband who passed away. Because you all, I have Mr. G, but I am technically still a widow. So his mom passed, she had cancer. So on the strength, oh, and his sister, my sister in law. So it's like five women that were close to me that had cancer. Okay, let me stop. Six, seven. My friend and my cousin. I literally lost like eight or nine people that were close to me in 1 year. 1 year. So it was not all breast cancers. The cancers with like some of them were lung and things like that. But just on the strength of that, I want to do the breast cancer awareness look, um, and I just don't know which one I'm going to post first. I put it like that, depending on how things work around here with me, having the availability to get a video done with people in and out of my house working on things. Gma D, hi, how are you? Welcome to the stream. I saw you pop in. Let me see. Let me go to the next comment. You did a new wig the last 2 years. So pretty. I always look forward to your birthday looks. Oh, thank you, Red. Thank you. Yep, I tried. I tried to. Next comment is Gma D Housewife. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you, girl. This lady right here, oh my goodness, she is so sweet, so sweet. If you've never been to her channel, please go check her out. She is so welcoming. And I can imagine, like, if you actually went to her house, she would be just as welcoming because she does a lot of shopping and hauls and show you what she purchases, and then she decorates her home for every holiday, every holiday. And she does such a wonderful job. And like I said, you just have that I'm at home comfortable feeling when you watch her videos. That's how I feel when I watch her videos. So you guys gotta go check her out. Gima D says, thank you. Oh, no problem. It is the truth. It is the truth. And she also said, I'm fine, thank you. That's good to hear. Yep. You kind of came in like towards the end of me explaining what facial primers were, and it was a few different types that I showed. And then we just went over a couple of the eyeshadow primers. And I only had like two more here. The Pretty Vulgar one. I just want to explain that that shade or color inside of here uh, is in between the Blank Canvas and the LA Pro Girl. Um, and then I had one more by Pure. It's 4-in-1, Love Your Selfie. That's the name of it. And this one is a concealer and foundation all in one. So, like, say for instance, you don't have a lot of time, you want to get in and out, maybe something like this where you can use it as a concealer and a foundation, just one step, you know, in terms of getting those things together. Let's see, next comment. But like I say, there's so many different uh, products on the market. Gima D says, do breast cancer awareness, please. Oh, I plan to do it. Like I say, just on the strength of, all my family members and some of my friends having cancer, just, in memory of them to do the breast cancer awareness. Let me write your name down as coming into the stream. I don't want to miss anybody. And I probably won't because I always rewatch my lives to make sure that I catch everything. But this is just for future giveaways while I'm writing everybody's channel names down. And we're going to have a giveaway before I get out of here today. So that gets on there, I'm going to scream. Okay. One more comment. Did I tell you that Stardust is going to be a calendar girl? No. No. For what month? This is for 2021, I'm sure, right? Because it's too late in the year. They're doing it next year's calendar. I cannot wait to see that. So are you going to be selling the calendars, or is it for a special cause that they're making the calendars? And what month is Stardust going to be in? Let me see, what month would I put her in? I would put her in April because of her color, because the color of her coat resembles the birthstone for April, which is a diamond. Stardust and diamonds kind of go together. Yeah, I would put her in April. That's going to be cute. While I wait for that answer, the next thing I'm going to say is like in terms of your facial primers, except for the primer water, it's always good to put a moisturizer on first and let that absorb into your skin. And I love this Elemis one. I didn't have it one video I did to show what the jar looks like, but this is a moisturizing cream, and I just absolutely love it, and it just makes your face feel so soft and moist. It just refresh. It feels nice and cool. It doesn't tingle or burn or anything like that, but just feels cool, and then the appearance of your skin looks so good. Michelle's daughter says, when is Breast Cancer Awareness Day? I want to say that it's just for the whole month of October, not a specific day. Not a specific day. I need to find out if there is like a day associated with it too, but I just thought it was for the whole month of October. Red says, yes, 2021. It's a National Afghan Hound calendar. Okay. And Red says, I don't know the month yet. If you could call and pick April, that would be nice. Because what other month would I put her in? Maybe July, because you have the fireworks and then you have Stardust. April or July would be good months. Yeah, April because of the color of her coat. Lucille's daughter says, oh, okay. Yep, I think the entire month of October. Then Red says she's a professional model now. Oh, wow. That's cute. That is too cute. Well, if she's a professional model now, she should be bringing home a check to help mommy out. Okay, let me go to the next comment. I'm having a hard time with my cursor today. Michelle, you need to tell us a story about your professional modeling days. I never modeled like professionally. It was more local. Um, and it was real simple. What was her name? I can't think of it. There was a lady really influential in the city of Detroit. And so she would put on these fashion shows, and she had connections with a lot of the stores in the city of Detroit and in Highland Park, where they would loan us the clothes, and we would model like the new fashions that were coming out in the city of Detroit. So we did it usually on a Sunday afternoon, and we would she would sell the tickets, and we would hold the fashion shows in clubs. And so we would go in early, say about 2 or 3 o'clock, and people could buy the tickets, come to the fashion show. You could order your drinks, you could order you something to eat, and then we would do the fashion show. So um, when I used to do it before, there was like an Ashley Stewart. There was a store because I'm plus size, so there was a store called 16 Plus, And so I would go to the store and I would pick a couple of outfits, try them on for fit. Just tell Luella Moore. Luella Moore um, is her name. I don't even know if she's still living because she, I want to say, was like maybe a little bit older than my parents. And she probably, I think she used to place models like in years previous. Luella Moore, that's who she was. So she would set it up where we would go to the store, try on the clothes, pick what we want, and then the store would bag it up and put our names on whatever we picked them out. So then when we get to the club for the fashion shows, our bags would be there with everything that we had picked, and then we would, just model those clothes. And my escort a lot would be Fast Freddy, um, who that was like in the beginning of his career because he would be on local dance shows that would come on TV. He modeled with Luella Moore, so he would be my escort, to escort me down the runway and things like that. He would also go to men's shops in Detroit. And it also helped them in terms of their sales because once people see the clothes, then they want to go and purchase them from the store. So it kind of helped them too to increase their sales. But it wasn't anything like, taking photos. It was more fashion show and more local. Um, and it was a lot of fun to do that with Luella Moore. And since I remember her name, I gotta see if if she's still living and just check on her. Fast Freddie, he's a little bit older than me, so now in Detroit, he uh, is a DJ and he also teaches like different dances you want to learn, like ballroom dancing, different hustles and things like that. So he'll go to a lot of parties and host parties and DJ for parties, but they're like the larger parties, people that have, a little bit of money to throw a party and then pay him. So he's still doing it. And I remember I haven't seen him. Oh goodness, it's been a couple of years because I have an extra picture I wanted to give him of both of us coming down the runway. And he used to come to the hospital every now and then, dressed to the nines, coming to visit like his friends that were sick. And I told him, I said, next time I see you, I got something for you, and I kind of reminded him when we used to model for Luella Moore. So I still have the picture because I don't go to events like I used to. So it's kind of hard to catch up to him. But that's all it was. Next comment. Let's see. Beautiful natural makeup 60. Hey, how are you? Hi, everyone. Happy Sunday. Just stopping by for a minute to say hello. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you. In fact, I was talking about you earlier. Um, Sophie Green was in here, and she is originally from Jamaica. And I was telling her about you, and because we were talking about like the virus and stuff, and she said things are really bad in Jamaica right now. And I thought of you, but I know you're back home. You're not in Jamaica at this time, but I appreciate you so much, so much. And let me write your name down. I'm just writing everybody's name down that comes and participates in the live stream for future giveaways. 'Cause I don't want to miss anybody. Okay, I got everybody. Gima D says happy Sunday. Red December says, I just love your runway modeling story. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it really wasn't anything, major. Like I said, it was more local. And, but it was so much fun. And I felt at that time so special, that I'm trying to remember how I even met Luella. It, but she just approached me and she was like, I like your height. I like your style. You're so pretty. She was like, will you model for me? And I'm like, what? And she was like, well, I do these fashion shows. She explained everything. And I'm like, model for you. And I want to say I was in my 20s then. Okay. So I'm like really young. And it just make at that time, I'm like, do I have a possibility to be a plus size model? But I had kids to raise and uh, kind of got away from it. I didn't do it as much, but I enjoyed it so much. I really did. How is your Sunday, my dear? It's going well. Just got in from church a little while ago and things are going well. I'm with you all, so I'm in my element. Let's see. All things Neil. Hey baby, how are you? Good to see you. Hi at Age Graceful. Hello, chat. Let me write your name down too. I'm writing down everybody's name that's coming through for future giveaway. It's good to see you. How have things been with you and your family? I'm just so happy, like I said earlier, to see people and just know that things are all right. Especially, in this environment that we're in with this virus, because it's made changes, I think, in everybody's life. You had to adjust to something, like for me and Mr. G, postponing the wedding twice. Who does that? So now I'm set on my third time that I don't even know if that one is gonna work. Um, who does that? And I got, so much stuff here in the house um, that's wedding related. And just to look at those boxes and what have you. But at the end of the day, like I say, I have to put things into perspective because people, you know, have lost family members, have lost their job, their home, and things like that. And we're still together. We're healthy. We're fine. So it is what it is. We low on the totem pole and we blessed. Real December says hi at Nell and at Beautiful Natural Makeup. Next comment. Nell says hi at Red December. I'm sorry, guys. My cursor is like crazy. Red says, did you do your own makeup for the runway? I did. I did. But it was nothing compared to what I do now. All things Nell says, it's okay. I have been away from social media, tending to my dad. We lost him September 13th. Because I looked for you. I was like, she doesn't have any videos. I lost my dad, but a year ago, it was September 14th. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss. And I'll be praying for you, and I'm sure everybody in the chat will be praying for you. That's a hard pill to swallow. I'm with you. Timothy says, yes, Lord. Red says, sorry about losing your dad, Neil. I lost my mother 3 months ago. See, that's what I'm saying. Beautiful Metro Maker says, I'm still here. Great, great. Red says, you have a new wedding date. Yeah, but remember I told you I didn't want to tell you yet. Yep. I think you asked me that, maybe not last live, maybe the live before that. Um, I want to keep it a secret just in case. I want to do like a special video, have a special giveaway. So I'm going to keep this third time a secret for right now. But we do have another date because after we had to postpone it in May, then we had to postpone September. And the weekend we would have gotten married, he was in the hospital anyway. So it wouldn't even work. There was no way he could leave the hospital. That's how sick he was, you know. It needed those treatments and things like that. And I just thank God that it was not COVID related, you know, but his symptoms, you know, kind of mimicked uh, COVID. So that was the hard part about it, you know. I didn't like seeing him like that. And he is so much better now. Gained his weight back because, you know, Mr. G is, you know, slim. So he don't need to be losing no weight. So good thing I can cook good. Neil says, thank you, everyone. It's been rough. Cancer sucks. I know, babe. I went through that with my mom. I know, I know. Let's see if I can adjust my camera a little bit more for my face. I think that's a little bit better. Yep, it does suck. God bless your heart. Let's see. Next comment. Neil says, thank God he's better. Yes. Is that, oh God, that just broke my heart when he got sick like that. Red says, I'm over the top excited about the wedding. I am too. I am too. Like I said, I'm just praying that this new date works out. Um, because right now, uh, you know, cases are beginning to rise again. And what can I say? At the end of the day, it might end up back to May. I don't know. So now you have a hint. It's in between now and May. Next comment. Beautiful Metro Makeup says, anyway, my dear sister, have an awesome week. You too. You be blessed, and thank you so much for coming and spending some time with me. Rousselle's daughter says, does anyone have any suggestions? Suggestions. Suggestions on what? Neil says, congratulations on your upcoming nuptials. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. 2 times postponed, but like I said, it is what it is. And we bless, you know, we still here. We love one another. And I'm not gonna worry about it. You know, it'll work out in due time. In due time. I don't, I'm gonna take this banner down. Maybe take this comment down. I think I have another one. Where it says I could see either a Christmas or Valentine's Day wedding. Oh, that would be nice. That would be nice. Christmas, I could see that too. Everything sparkly. You know I love sparkly. Nell says yes at Red December. Either would be awesome. Yep. Well, we'll just have to see what comes up in the next few weeks. Next few weeks. In terms of that, because like in Michigan, I think when I put this up, that made the pixeling worse. I need more light. That's what it is. And I think I said that last time that before I go live again, that I needed to set up lights because, like today, it was a rainy day, so it's dark outside, and I don't have on any lights here in this room. I don't have on any lights right now. Hey, Mr. G! Excuse me for one moment. Let's see if I can get him to help me. Thank you. Okay, guys. Opened up the blinds so I could have more light so things wouldn't pixelate. I'm gonna try to put this box up here again. Nope, it's still not enough light for this box. I just see Milani at the top, but you can't really see it. I need bright light, so next Sunday I will put my ring light up and cut my lamps on. Um, because it is going to be dark probably in the next hour. What time is it? 5, maybe by like 6:30 it's going to start to get, darker. Let's see. Red says, I want to catch the bouquet. Oh, that would be nice. Simply Max, hello sis. Hi sis to you. How are you? Red December says, hi Simply Max. Rochelle's daughter, breaking out from makeup and wearing a mask. Oh, what I would do before I put it on my face, I would try it on the inside of my arm because that's kind of like a sensitive place, your wrist. I would try the product out there first to see how I tolerate it. And then, do you know which makeup it is? Because sometimes what you have to do, like say if you're not going anywhere and you just at home, maybe put on one product and wear that for a while, maybe an hour or so, to see if you get like any tingling sensation or have a reaction. And then if you don't, then you know it's not that product, because I went through the same thing. I was using a certain setting powder, and when I would use that powder after that makeup look, I would develop like acne across my forehead. For some reason, my forehead is like drier than the rest of the skin on my face, but I have more reactions up here above my eyebrows in terms of like occasional acne. Um, I've never had like severe acne or pimples, and I think the very worst reaction I had in my skin, but it was all hormonal after I gave birth to my youngest son. No, my oldest son. After I gave birth to my oldest son, I did not have a clear spot on my face. It's like my hormones went nuts. And I had all these red bumps all over my face. It's like I didn't even look like the same person. But after he turned about maybe 2 months old, I think it was about like 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, the bumps, they went away. And then when I had my second child, he got the bumps all over his face. And so for him, and this is a country thing that my mother and my grandmother had me to do when, because my kids wore cloth diapers. So when they would urinate, my mother would take the diaper and rub the urine on his face. And it cleared it up. It's some like old remedy that they used in the South, you know. Um, and for me, I just had to wait, till it disappeared, because I'm not gonna take my urine and rub it on my face. But for a baby, they would do that. Um, yeah, because my skin is real sensitive, so I understand exactly what you're saying. Sometimes you have to like narrow things down or find a product line that like a all vegan line. Clinique products are pretty good for people who have issues with their skin in terms of like breaking out after they put on makeup, but kind of narrow it down to see what bothers you the worst. Max says hello to Red. Let's see. And I don't know if anybody else has any suggestions that they want to give. Red also says, I need to do because I need to. Okay, I need to go because my hired dog walkers are coming. I enjoyed the chat today. Okay, baby, you take care of yourself and be safe and let that knee heal, because I know that that's painful. I appreciate you, taking time out and being in pain to come spend time with me. You are such a sweetheart, such a sweetheart. Thank you so much. And I'm going to check on you within your videos or some kind of way, just to see how your knee is doing. And after you go on Tuesday to see the orthopedic specialist. Wow. Simply Max, how have things been for you and your family and your husband? You guys been okay? With this virus thing? Has it affected, your life, or how has it affected your life? I'm just glad to see, people. And I got to make a phone call this evening too and find out one of my friends. She's a therapist too. She is in the hospital with the COVID. I found out, I got a text the other day. So we've been praying for her. I don't know how severe it is. You can't visit those people. And she has one child. She has a daughter. And thank goodness her daughter is an adult now, because I remember when she was a little girl and she would bring her to work with her sometimes and just bring her coloring book and crayons, and she would be such a good little girl. But now she's grown, and she should actually be out of college now. So I know that her daughter is having a hard time and worrying about her mom and unable to visit her. That's a bad thing. You can't visit your people. So, like I said, postponing our wedding is low on the totem pole compared to what people are going through. We're gonna be okay. We will be just fine. You know, just stay, prayed up. And I'm so thankful to have like a good pastor, a good church family, especially after my dad passed away, because I was so close to him and took care of him, and pretty much that's what kind of like tore my body down. But I would do it all over again, because I continued to work on the rehab unit, taking care of my caseload, and then coming home and taking care of my dad. And I'm just glad that he didn't have to go through this COVID, that it was kind of like coming in, but we didn't know about it, because all of this happened after he passed. And I can't imagine him not being able to see his friends. Oh, that would have broke his heart, because in his last days, he just wanted to see everybody he knew. And I took pictures, and I was supposed to be making him like a little book. I used Snapfish, and you can get books made up, because I got one made up for my girlfriend for her wedding, and gave her a book of all her wedding pictures. And I wanted to make my dad a book up with all his friends so he can look through the book, but never got a chance. So, let's see this comment. Max says, all is well, everyone keeping safe. I'm an essential worker at the Postal Service, and we've been practicing social distancing. Only one person at our facility was diagnosed with COVID. Oh, God. Well, thank you for your service. I was just talking about the post office. We haven't gotten mail in like 3 days. Mr. G just went out and brought in all this mail. Look at this big stack of mail. This is mine. He took his in the back. It's Sunday. I did get packages though, delivered yesterday. I got a package from Amazon, a package from Macy's, but the regular mail, nope. And I know you guys are swamped. My daughter works at the post office. My daughter and my grandson both deliver mail. Lucille's daughter says we use so much makeup to look good on videos. It's hard to narrow it down, but natural makeup is a good idea. Yeah, yeah, natural makeup is a good idea. And like I say, anytime you get something new, try it on the inside of your arm, or ask before you even buy it, ask the salesperson if this product has a sample that you can take home and try. Or even with the foundations, like at Ulta, they got samples out of certain brands of like the foundation, and you could take those too and just put one maybe on this arm and one on the other arm, and then just go home and let them sit and see how your body reacts to them before you spend, the money to purchase them. Next comment. Simply Max says, yes, staying prayed up. I have a 6 month old glam baby in my house, so we stay prayed up and sanitized. And I know that's right. I know that's right. That's important. Oh, and I know that makes you happy to see that glam baby. Lucille says, I have 2 glam babies in the house. Okay. All right. Next comment. Max says, so you already know Lucille's daughter. How old are they? Yep. Um, it's with your glam babies, they so close to your heart, even closer to your heart than your own children. Like my grandkids, my grandson, he's 21, but that's still my baby. I don't care. Both of my grandkids, I was there when they popped out. So I've been in their life since they first breath. And I would kill a brick over them. I'm telling you. Breezy, and you guys haven't seen my grandson. Like my grandson used to be my hanging buddy on the weekend, but once he stopped getting in the bed with me when he used to spend the night, I'd be like, "You're not gonna come and lay down with me?" And so he would get up there with me. I'd wake up, he'd be gone. So that's when things changed. He was like, "Granny Shell, I'm out." Oh goodness. Next comment, Max says, yes. Lynn's Beauty. Hey, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Lynn's Beauty Stash. How are you? It's so good to see you. I got to write your name down in my book. I'm writing everybody's name down that participates today. So I'll have it for future giveaways. So I got to get you and Max in here. And Max, you were here last week. So before I leave, I'm going to be doing that giveaway, and I'll explain that. Um, well, I can explain it now. The reason I'm doing the giveaway I am today is because I had a hidden giveaway in a video. The name of the video was Winners. And that's when I had announced the winners of the last giveaway. And I put in there, if you answered a question on the reason why I gave that giveaway. Nobody read the description. And if they read the description, they didn't read all the way down, because I think I had like the giveaway question like in the third paragraph. So I checked before we signed off last live, and nobody had answered the question. I wanted to be sure of that, because if somebody had answered, then they would be the actual winner of that prize, but nobody had answered it. So everybody that came to the live last Sunday are going to be entered. Let's see. Well, I skipped one. Let me go back up. Rosselle's daughter says one is 1 and 1 is 5. All fun age, but it's a difference between those two ages that is hilarious. Lynn says, pay to everyone. Max says, I was in delivery and it wasn't fun during COVID. It was a mess. I can imagine. I can imagine just based on how we're getting our mail delivery. It's not at all consistent. And sometimes, well, not sometimes, a lot of times we get mail twice a day. We'll get it in the morning and then somebody will come in the afternoon and deliver mail again. Lynn says, good, how are you? Glad I made it here. I'm so glad you made it here too. It's so good to see you. It's nice to be able to talk to people in real time. And I think what I want to do the next live, I want to make sure that let me see, Lynn also says I'm bad for not reading the descriptions. Yep, I don't read them all the time, but sometimes I do go in. Well, a lot of times I go in the description box. I might want to know, like, what camera they're using, or I might want to know, well, what was that shade of concealer that she said, things like that. So I do go in the descriptions a lot, or I might want to know what was the name of that song that they played as their background music? Just different things like that um, that are supposed to be in the description. I'll go in the description to read. So sometimes I'll type a longer description and sometimes I don't. Like for these lives, I don't. I just put general discussion, on questions asked in the comment section for these particular live streams. Let's see. Next comment. Oh, okay. I read that one already. Okay, so let me leave that there until I get another comment. So, yeah, that's the reason why I am doing today's giveaway. So, I printed this out and didn't have time to print it again, so I have to go to my phone and read who is in the giveaway. So I'm going to do that now so I don't hold you guys up because we've been on now for a little over 2 hours. So let me go to notes. Okay, so the name of this giveaway is called the Unclaimed Giveaway. These are the participants in no particular order. It's just kind of like based on how they kind of came into the chat. So I have Endless Beauty by Maddie B, Princess Mine, Josh Loves Beauty, Breezy Nation, The Rendy Ray, Simply Max, SoulFoodQueen.net, Brenia with a Twist, Brown Browse, Red December 02, Kim Blakely, Shanoy Hilton, Fab Five Crafts, Diamond 76, Home Decor on a Budget, Frugal Mama in the Woods, Hot Bella Experience, The New Orleans Gardener, Rousselle's Daughter, Lady La 2.0, 5-Minute Cardboard DIY, Miss Black D, The Joyful Cook, and The Apple Boss. Those are the people that participated and stopped by the live last Sunday. Okay, so let me go back to my comments for a moment. Lynn says, I probably should start. You made a good point. Yep, I don't do it for all of them, but I do it quite a bit. Uh, read the descriptions of people's videos because sometimes they could tell you quite a bit. So, did everybody hear the names or do I need to read them over again? If everybody heard the names, can you put a 1 in the chat for me? Let's see. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of ones. Let me see. I need to go up though because I see a longer comment. Nell says hi at Simply and hi at Lynn. Lynn says, I don't participate in giveaways because I live in Canada. Shipping wouldn't be fair, so I opt out. Okay. I understand that, and shipping is horrible. And that's why starting with this giveaway is going to be either Cash App or PayPal. Um, not only is it expensive right now, doing anything by the post office unless you pay priority, um, it's gonna take like forever to get there. And I don't want people waiting forever to get their giveaways. So the last two I sent the other day, they both were priority mail. Lynn says, hey Nellie, how are you? And here's this thing again saying, okay, I do. Okay, these are all the ones. Everybody's putting ones. And Lucille's daughter said, put a 1 if we heard our name. No, I said put a 1 if you heard the names at all. But I know you were on the list. You heard your name, right? Because you were here last Sunday. So you're good. Okay, so I need to ask this question. Now put a 2 if you have Cash App. Put a 2 if you have. I just want to see how many people have Cash App. Just to kind of give me an idea. Because if somebody in here that wins this giveaway that was here last Saturday and they have Cash App, it's going to work out pretty good. Cash App, I'm going to say Cash App and PayPal. Lynn also says so true about shipping, and that's even if the post gets to you without losing it. Exactly. I haven't had any trouble with somebody losing it, but I did have one person that gave me an address to send her package to. So the package came back. And so I emailed her. I said, I sent it to the address you gave me, but the package came back. And she was like, can you send it to this address instead? And I'm like, okay. So I had to pay again, because I wanted her to get her package. So I paid again. How come it came back again? So I emailed her. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I said, I mailed you the package twice. I said, I can't afford to send this package for a third time. And then that's when I found out that she actually lives in Mexico. And she was trying to give me an address of like a family member or something like that that could accept it. And then if they visit Mexico, they could bring it to her. But I don't know if the people were moving, in between the time she gave me the address and the time that the package got there. And like I said, it came back twice, and I'm like, oh no, I can't do this. Not at all. Okay, I see one, two. Okay, Simply Max has Cash App. Okay. Yep, man, that's what I said too. Oh no, it's too expensive. I think it was a California address, the very first, and I haven't seen this particular channel in a long time, and I was really worried about her because she wanted to come back to the United States, but was having problems with her paperwork. And her daughter would get like BoxyCharm some kind of way, and so she would kind of like do the unboxings. And I I think about her, or I thought about her all the time, especially when Trump got into office and wanted to put up a wall and make things harder for Mexicans to come into the United States. And so I really felt, bad for her, and I haven't seen her, so I often wonder if she's okay. And come on, comments. Max says, "Wow." Max also says, "No, I have PayPal." Okay, all right. Yep, either one, it doesn't work. I mean, it doesn't make a difference. I'm using both of them, PayPal and Cash App. Okay. All right. So after it was 23 names. So you guys know that I have a random picker that I use on my phone, and it's called Raffle Name. And it's a free app because it has ads. So I'm gonna see if you guys can see it. I can see it. So right at the bottom it says unclaimed giveaway. That's the one that I'm gonna be doing now. Is the unclaimed giveaway. Okay. So I'm gonna touch that. Okay, so it spins around and it says the 23 names. So now I have to hit the arrow to go into it. Here's an ad. So I'm going to close this ad. And so now I have a choice of doing either automatic or manually. Okay. I'm going to select manually. And so then it asks me, do I want the wheel to spin dark or light? And I want it to spin dark so that you guys can see it spin. So I'm going to try to touch it. I'm going to I want to do it so you guys can see it too. Dark. Okay, now the wheel is spinning. And you see the wheel spinning with all the numbers. And I apologize that it's pixelating so much, but at the top you see it says unclaimed giveaway with the 23 numbers. Okay. And it's asking me, do I want to videotape this giveaway? So I'm going to select yes. Okay. So now it's recording, and it says up there at the top that there's 23 raffle tickets and that I'm recording the giveaway. Okay. So now at the bottom, I have to hit this button that says raffle, and then it's going to pick a number for me. Okay. So I'm hitting raffle. Oh, wait a minute. Record screen. I got to hit that first. Okay, so it's turning, but I had to select record screen. There are the numbers. Okay. All right, now I'm going to hit raffle, and it's spinning, and it's going to like spin real quick and then give me a number. So at the top, it gave me number 1. That's actually 1 and not 11. So let me see what 1 is or who 1 is because I can't remember. I can't read that. That's too little. Okay, let me go back to my phone and go to notes. Endless Beauty by Maddie B is number 1. I don't know if you guys can see this at the top. Unclaimed giveaway. So Endless Beauty by Maddie B. Some of you might know her, but if you follow the Beauty Over 40 collab group that I'm in, she is one of the participants. She hasn't done a video with us lately. She's been doing some other things, but that's how I met her, being in this particular group. And so she came to visit the channel last week for the live stream. So Maddie B, if you see this video, please email me at agegraceful@yahoo.com. And congratulations to you, Maddie B. I appreciate you coming over to my channel. All right. Let me go back up because there's a lot of comments here and I want to make sure that I get them all. Lynn says PayPal is all I use. I'm a PayPal girl too because you have so much protection with PayPal. A lot of protection. I absolutely love that system. Lynn says that's a pretty neat app. It's fair. It's okay, because it's free, and so you got all those ads and things. Now he says that's cool. Yep, I use it quite a bit. I had another one. It was like you shake your Kindle, and it's a hat, and you shake the hat, and a number flies out. Okay, next comment. Lynn says, drum roll, please. Next comment. Congratulations to Endless Beauty. Yep, congratulations, Miss Maddie. Next comment. I tell you, this cursor. Nell says, congratulations. And Max says, congratulations. And it says I have some more new comments, but this cursor is not acting right. It got stuck again. Okay. Rousselle's daughter is congratulations. I just love so much that you guys took time out of your day to come and spend some time with me. That's major. Even if you can only stay like a minute or two just to say hello, it's all in support. And that's very important. So I got Lynn's name down. Got Neil. Simply Max, Rousselle's daughter. Yep, I think I have everybody's name down that participated today. Yep, I don't think I'm missing anyone. Yep, everybody else as I go up are people that are already, had written down. So that's a good thing. So everything turned out good today. And you see, like I said, it's getting dark. So next week, for sure, I have to make sure everybody every light in this room, everybody, every light in this room is on. And that'll help with the pixelation problem I'm having. Um, because you cannot film without light. So this video is going to start to look very dark. So it's at this point, I want to say thank you so much for choosing my channel to watch and to support. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you again for coming over to spend time with me. You all have an amazing evening and stay safe, please. By all means, stay safe because I think in my heart things are going to get rough. If for some reason I just want to go to the grocery store and to Walmart to get certain things that I need and just stock up a little bit on some of the things you need before the election, because I don't see anything getting better within the next few weeks because they're not going to do anything if he's voted out and we get a new president. That's not going to happen till January, and then the only option he's going to have if he's able to go into the office, meaning Biden and Harris, is to do a slew of executive orders to turn this mess around. Other than that, it's on us to be safe and wear our masks. This my family, we're mask wearers, and I want you guys to be safe. I really do. Let's see. Next comment. Lynn says dinner is ready and I must go, but it was really nice being here with you all. Thank you so much, Lynn. I appreciate you. You enjoy your dinner. Lucille, I think those are kisses. I can't see, girl. Even with bifocals on. No, it says, love you. Have a good evening, everyone, and a good week. Lynn says, you to it now. Michelle Starter says, very nice live. Thank you so much. It was nice because of you guys. Max says, no problem, sis. Goodbye to everyone. Stay safe. I'm praying for us all. Amen to that, girl. Amen to that. Lynn says, bye at Max. Neil says, thank you, Lynn. Max says, bye, Lynn. And Nellie says, have a good week, Max. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. And remember, be safe. Love you guys. See you next week. Bye.